through the starting lineup for qualifying heat B versus C for the OK Junior category. It's Filippo Sala and Christian Costoya who start this one on the front row, and there's drama in the tunnel there as they head out. One kart's not started and they're trying to push it back. It's a Paralin. Is that Christian Costoya? Is that your pole sitter that's being pushed back into the dummy grid area? I think it is. Well, that is drama at its finest. Well, Christian Costoya was starting on the front row. I can't quite see the number, but it's the 101, it's Christian Costoya. Well, this is drama. Potential, your person who's supposed to be, well, leading this championship at the moment in the intermediate classifications, he's third. This could spell disaster for him. Can he get this started? Oh no, the mechanic gets in the way. Oh, and well, Christian Costoya is furious about that. Understandably, the team are going to have another attempt to get it going. I think there's other karts there that haven't gone as well. I think Teoh Rivals for Sodi Kart is out there. That's the mechanics that you can see there. So there's pandemonium going on. They're going to try and start, I think, Teoh Rivals kart first because he's in front. We've got sound down there now. We're going to try and listen in. But they've got to wait for the field to go past. This is a disaster. Right, well, hopefully they don't crash into each other now if they both try and send them at the same time. Oh, dear me. Well, the main one here, Christian Costoya, he's going to get the first attempt going. Good push. Don't push him beyond that white line. Oh, the Sodi kart did. That's the safety line. I know there's no karts there, but you've gone way past the safety line there for Teoh Rivals. That's not well. It looked like Costoya got started there. That's the most important one. But he's nowhere near his starting spot.
And we've seen already this weekend when drivers have been in this position, particularly when you're at the very front of the grid, they've struggled to get back into position. So there is a precedent for it. So, as you say, drama already before the race has even begun. This is what pressure can do sometimes in karting. What can seem like the most routine of things can go wrong. The field filing through onto the back straight now. The shadows have fallen over the circuits. Temperatures are going to drop as well. Is that going to be a challenge as well on these worn tyres? How much grip is going to be out there? It's dry, no threat of rain. There is Costoya. So Costoya is, well, coming through the back straight now. Let's see, are we good to go? The lights are red. The lights are green. We're going for 9 laps. And Costoya, already before the race has started, has had a disaster. Will not start from P2. Sala into the lead.
Oh!
And there's a mess on drivers left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 karts. All off. Kinmark's in there having another problem. The number 76 and the 40 as well. That was Devin Valls. That's all around 10th place. So, yeah, and Arthur Huang was in there as well. Teoh Rivals. There's Huang. Huang's out of the race. Huang does not even get round turn 1, so once again, a driver on good form is taken victim in the first corner of one of these heats. It's very much got that feeling of last chance saloon, as we say, for all of these drivers. This is going to be about, I think, surviving for the first couple of laps.
I think you are absolutely bang on with that one. Report on tyres. Only one driver, Nikita Nikishov, going for a brand new set on the left-hand side. We'll keep an eye on how he progresses throughout this race. Their confirmation with the graphic. Drivers across the line. Sala in the lead from Coronel. Nikishov, who's into third place already. 8 places gained. Those tyres working well.
They are working very well indeed. So, for Rocco Coronel, chance ahead to take the lead in an investigation flag for the 101 of Christian Costoya. Now, I would imagine, Anthony, that is going to be looking at whether there was any contact between the mechanic and probably the kart as it crossed the white line. Doesn't mean that there's necessarily going to be a jurisdiction. The 122 is also under investigation. Those were the 2 karts that initially didn't get going. This, I think, is pretty clear.
This one's pretty clear.
Well, that's the initial move from the 122 over the line. That's the 101 coming back. This is the interesting one for me.
Oh,
no, that's the second one that was aborted with the mechanic. Not quite.
It was this one.
This is the one. Is there any contact?
Well, he's not touching the kart when it crosses the line.
Yeah.
He just crossed the line, but he's technically not pushing it across the line. That's my take. That's very much pushing it across the line. That's where... Oh, and swan dives as well at the end of it. Well, there you go. That's dedication from the mechanic. but you broke a big old rule in that one.
It did indeed. Right, so the situation stands at the moment with the points. Nicholas Schaufler, who we just talked down to a couple of weeks ago, I think it's going to be very difficult to stay top of the points. Well, at the moment, he is doing, because Costoya is tied now on 3:15. But if there is a potential bit of, post-race jurisdiction coming the way, you never know. 3:15 could be enough here. Coronel is on 3:11. So if Coronel can find a way past Salah here, that would give Coronel the lead in the points with one race to go. Here he goes for that lead down the inside of Salah. We saw this for one of the RFMs earlier, results in a problem, but Salah this time relieves the steering, just holds that line, resigns to second place, which I think is quite a wise move at this point.
And that position change will bump Coronel up into second place as well in the intermediate classifications. Remember, there's 6 points between first and second, so getting him into first, that bumps him ahead of Schaufler and Christian Costoya as well, I would think.
Costoya is improving through the order, has just got past Iskender Sulfikari. Kit Belovski's followed through as well. So Costoya in 15th place. Every time he goes up another position, that's some more points in the qualifying heats classification. Nikishov still closing in as well. Pace is good, particularly through sector number 1 for Nikishov. Has got good drive off the slower corners. End of lap number 4. Coronel confirmed to the top of the order in the standings, 317 points. But that changes immediately as Costoya's gained another position up there, that time getting past Sun, and is now also onto 317 and has the tiebreaker scenario in his favour.
Yep, certainly does. Well, here we go then. It is certainly heating up then in this one. We told you had to wait until the end of the day. We told you that the penultimate race of the day was going to be an exciting one. We didn't think it would be this exciting, but it certainly has proven to be a fantastic one. Coronel leads then from Salah. Nikita Nikishov is there in that brand new set of tyres on his left-hand side of his wagon. He is pushing through this one. I reckon he's going to be going for second place very, very soon here. Salah tucks in. He pushes his head forward. He's saying, come on, come on. He tries to close up to Rocco Coronel, but it's just not going to happen as they go down in towards the final chicane. Back on the start-finish straight they go. Are we going to see a move here for second place? No, we're not, but we might see a move for first place. I wasn't expecting that one. That gap closed up really quickly. That slipstream working well.
Yeah, the wind coming into effect as well. Here goes Nikishov down the inside. Not seen too many overtakes through turn 3 today. That was a good one. Takes him into second place, 55.550. Not good for Salah. Loses Salah 3 points in the intermediate classification. It's very close, by the way. That region around with Salah and Pradir and Krayling and Craigie as well. That could be a deciding factor, that move by Nikishov to put Salah down to third place. Now, what can Nikishov do about Coronel up ahead there in the lead of the race? Costoya is gaining positions as well, so Costoya in the live points goes back into the lead. It's now up to 13th place. That was Scott Lindblom that is just disposed of on the last lap on 318. Critical now for Rocco Coronel to hold on to the lead for this race, for his position there in the points. There is Costoya in the 101, fighting with the 74 of Lindblom, the number 100 of Cara Fearhand falling down there. Nothing that Fearhand could do as 3, 4, 5 carts down the inside, including Kinmark. It's all going on there in the middle of the pack.
It certainly is. This is superb racing here right now. It's still going well at the front as well. Back here, Nikita Nikishov closing in on Rocco Coronel for the front of this one. How would this affect things? I think it will certainly help out Costoya if Nikishov got to the lead of this one, because Coronel will go down a bit. Does it help out Schaufler a little bit?
Yeah,
I think it certainly does.
It would drop Coronel 4 points behind Schaufler. Schaufler with those 2, it just shows the difference a win can make. If you think about it, the 2 wins for Schaufler, which could have been 2 seconds on another day, that's a 12-point difference for the Austrian. On to lap number 8 then. Has Nikishov got enough freshness in the tyres remaining to make a move on the Dutch driver ahead?
Costoya continuing to move up the order, up into 13th place now, is behind Scott Lindblom in the middle of that pack, but eyes focused on this one. There's a look at the provisional intermediate classifications, of course. Costoya leading them, 318 from Coronel's 317, from Schaufler's 315. I can tell you right now, I think Schaufler's going, that's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. But remember, there's still one more race to go. You've still got Van Langendonk and Kenzo Craigie are in that top 8 as well, also battling for position here. Into the final corner we go. The last lap board will be shown to the drivers this time. Can Nikita Nikishov get in front of Rocco Coronel, or can Coronel hold on to second in the intermediate classifications? We're about to find out as Coronel goes defensive. Last-ditch attempt to the inside. Front to rear wheel contact between the two of them. Amazingly, they both stay in the straight line, and it's Nikita Nikishov who takes the lead of the race on the final lap.
You got to give it to Nikishov. He did not give that one up. He was committed down the inside, found a way through, blocks it, holds it down on the apex of turn number 7 there through turn number 8. This is where his tyres should be good versus the two carts behind, but Coronel's surely going to have another go here. Salah's looking to the outside as they go through turn number 11. Durganov's not too far behind as well.
He's backing them up.
Nikishov's trying to back them up there and trying to get that blast off of the corner. Use that grip. Durganov is there now. Coronel knows if he can get ahead in the last couple of corners, it's going to mean championship points here at Valencia. Into the last couple of corners. Has Nikishov done enough to get it over the line? I think he has. It's going to be side by side, and Nikishov takes it by less than half a tenth. Coronel second, Salah in third.
That is superb. Very close racing there. And half a second separates the top 6. Nikita Nikishov then takes the win of that one for VDK Racing. A absolutely superb one, actually. But for Rocco Coronel, he puts himself third in the intermediate classifications with that second place. Costoya leads it, 319 points now in the intermediate classification from Nicholas Schaufler. And I think Schaufler even himself is surprised that he's still there in P2. But there is one more race to go for the OK Junior category. There's a look at the provisional classifications at the end of that one. The intermediate classification, certainly a superb race for our drivers. Let's take you through the finishing lineup then. Nikita Nikishov from Rocco Coronel, Filippo Sala from Matvei Durganov in 4th place, Bruno Grick from Travis Teoh, Lewis Cochet and Matt Corby, Ethan Lennon and Olay Grinier round out row of the top 10 out there. Scott Lindblom and Christian Costoya from Alexander Zulfari rounding out 13th place. Derek Clark and Kerr Fairhand amazingly managing to finish that one after his retirement earlier on. Anzi Sun and Devon Volts go from the 16th to the 17th spot. Then you have Oliver Kinmark and Shen Ziyu rounding out the top 19. Yoel Pokola rounding out